the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes.
Thirsty, dead man? Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized men are soft. Your lives are not nailed to your spines. Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead man. This land does not love men. You are marked. Cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live, love, burn with life, slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.
Hello, I'm Rovarth and welcome to my walkthrough of Conan Exiles on PlayStation 4. For this first episode, I'm using single player mode to show the basics and controls on PS4 for gathering, building, and particularly the inventory as we go. Future episodes will be from official servers where I intend to establish a base in the northeast of the desert biome. Let's start our journey by reading the tablet to our right. Now, interacting with these man-made structures enables you to learn more lore of the game and also grants experience points. Clues to their location can be given by following ghostly images of non-player characters as you progress later in the game.
Behold, bonded one, the very boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways lie the wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. You cannot pass into the endless wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it. Return. Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
So for now though, we need to escape the desert before we dehydrate and starve. Along the way, collect any materials you want using the square button. If you note, these larger bushes are the only ones you can harvest. Smaller ones are really just for environment decor. Your journey is also tracked through the game. This means completing actions such as kicking, which is L2, completes an achievement and rewards experience points for you to level up. Let's continue on. I know. There's been a handy water satchel being left here. I don't know.
I am beaten, left to rot among the ruins of the past. There are others here, slaves, bandits and cannibals, exiles from lands I've never heard of. Some of them try to scrape a life from the wasteland, scrabbling the rocks and sand for their own place. I cannot go on. The life that I left behind haunts me. The sun over the glittering spires of Belverus has forever denied me. The smell of my daughter's hair. I will pass the ghost fence, and this cursed land will finally end me. To whoever reads this note, I leave the last of my water and this message. Stranger, you have my pity. You do not know how cursed you truly are.
So, you do have a hotbar, which is opened by L1. You release it to let it go. Now, you can place items in the hotbar, such as a satchel. If you open up your inventory and then highlight the satchel, press L1 to open the wheel, and then select whichever slot you feel like putting it in, and then press X to confirm. To use the item, open it up, highlight the item, and then release L1. We've also then completed another journey step. We'll continue on collecting materials as we go. Oh, hello. One point to note here, to emote is down on the D-pad, and then select which emote you want. We'll just, I don't know, we'll wave at him. Go! Ouch, he's been feeding on him. So this character I've obviously already created. At the start of the game, it doesn't really matter what religion you pick. I happen to have picked Keto, but later on you have the choice to like meeting alternative priests and changing your religion as you go.
There is something in the
So it doesn't matter which one.
We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with
For
the
now,
screaming
we just need to
winds.
get out of the
Then I'm
desert.
scared. I put them to
Just
work
continue to
crafting
pick up
rudimentary
branches,
weapons and torches
stones.
from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place.
The bushes also give
I've yet to meet
you
a beast that liked fire,
insects,
or the bite of the axe.
and those insects can be eaten for a small amount of health. So now that we're just about out the desert, our aim now is to craft tools including the pickaxe, the hatchet, a bedroll, clothes and some basic weapons, most of which you may have just collected. We'll see what we can craft from what we've collected there. We can make the pickaxe, and we can also make the hatchet, craft some boots. The first time you craft these, they will automatically be added to the hotbar and your person. Have enough fibre for that? Yes, I do. Bedroll though, I need more plant fibre and twine. Twine is also made from plant fibre, so we need to gather some bushes. So over next to these trees, I just want to highlight the difference between the pickaxe and the hatchet. Now pickaxe on a tree will grant you wood, but also bark. Let's hope it gathers a bit bark. Of course not. Let's see. It's not going to. Ah, there we go. There we go. Some bark. However, the hatchet will just get you wood and branches. So the two tools gather different things from different materials. By now we have leveled up and should spend the points earned. Each time you level, you will gain points in attributes and feats. Attributes include strength, which gives you more melee damage, agility, which helps you move faster and better with heavier armour, vitality, which increases your health pool, accuracy, which gives you more range damage. However, with the game being geared towards melee combat, it's advisable to limit points spent here. Grit, which increases your stamina pool, endurance, which gives you more weight capacity or helps you carry more, and then lastly survival, which increases the time between the need to eat and drink. Feats are where you learn the crafting recipes in the game. Feats are separated into 6 categories, including construction, decor, survival, weaponry, armour and religion. You can navigate between each tab by pressing R1 and L1. Each tab will show you more specialised items that can be learned in each category. Recipes that are highlighted in green have already been learned. Brown ones are ones that can be learned and you have enough points for. Red are recipes that are locked until you are higher in level or have enough points to open. One point to note here is that some recipes have prerequisites that need to be unlocked. For example, if we unlock Apprentice Mason here, Journeyman Mason then has the prerequisite that Apprentice Mason is unlocked, but also Iron Tools, so we can't unlock that just yet, and also it's restricted to level 20. Whilst gathering materials for crafting basic tools and weaponry for our long-term survival, we also need to think about our immediate situation with regards to food and drink. Now, the main source of water in the desert area is the river. You can locate this by pressing on the right D-pad to open up the map, and the river, apart from showing you where I died last, will highlight the river and locations that have been discovered upon it. So head towards the river, and then once you're at the river, I'll show you how to drink. All you need to do is head into the water, and it doesn't need to be like, you don't need to be swimming in it, and then press square to interact with it, maybe a little bit deeper, and there we are. You can also, if you have a canteen, fill it up by highlighting it, releasing L1, maybe you may need to be a bit deeper, there we go, it's worth that time, and that is your main source. You will get multiple uses out of the water skin as well. It gradually goes down, again, just fill it up as necessary. As regards food, now, whilst insects will replenish a very small portion of health, we don't want to live on them. So, after you've crafted the basics, which I've already done, it's time to hunt some wildlife. Now, if like me, there's no wildlife in the immediate vicinity, have a look for these eggs that come with the nest. There's a shield back there so we can kill it, but the eggs are quite nutritious and can help you out in a tight situation when there's nothing else to eat. at this point we are ready to start building ourselves a shelter. We also need somewhere to store gear and cook food. So let's place foundations first. You can, as you can see, I've already crafted a basic shelter out, just a 2x2. Now first of all we need to place these in our inventory. Anywhere where it's not weapons is good. I like to do that. Highlight the item and that will bring it up in front of you. Now there are prompts on screen, but I will highlight the important ones. Now you can press R3 to align it to the terrain, especially if it's on an angle. Rotate it clockwise, anti-clockwise, any which way you want to face the building off, and then subsequent foundations will snap to it. You can cycle the building mode, which for some reason makes them crouch, and then you can either decrease the height or increase the height of your foundation. So we'll increase it a little bit so it's a little bit above the sand, and then confirm its placing by R1. And then if you have any more in your inventory, it will automatically try and place the next foundation, and again you need to confirm it with R1. So if you're not happy with it, just move it around until you are, and then confirm again to build the rest of the foundations. And then we need the walls. Put the door in. Decide where the windows are going. Have a door to the side. Oop. Press R1, and then the windows. Well, it's a nicer view out there, so we'll have the windows on this side, I think, and then maybe one on this side to check for anyone coming to attack us. Then, last but not least, the walls, and then the ceilings. One point to note here: if it's still in the inventory, like the wall is highlighted there, if you then highlight it and you have the materials, release L1 and it will craft another wall for you automatically, so you don't have to keep going into your inventory and out your inventory. Also, if you have placed the wall wrong, you can then dismantle it. Now to do this, you hold square, and then once it brings up the options, select dismantle, and that will destroy the wall for you. Let's just quickly build that back. Now, place the ceilings. That's about right. Last but not least, there we are. And we'll get the achievement for finding shelter. Now, all we need to do is place our bedroll, storage, and a campfire. Do them quickly. That'll do. I'll just. There's no real placement. Obviously, you can place things where you want them. Place that there, and then we shall quickly grab the fire. And it would also help if I place the door as well. Make sure the outside of the door is the right way. Now to flip positions on the door, it's R2, and you can see it changes position like that. And again, I want to confirm it. Let's place the fire as well. I'm pretty much happy with that there. Now, to cook food in the fire, press sorry, I'll just get rid of that There we go. Okay, so press square to open up the fire. Now you need both fuel and food. So our fuel can be any type of wood. It can be the logs here or the bark. Both are combustible. Now we'll add both here. Now you add them by pressing R2. And then we've got some raw meat here. Place that in the fire. Now to toggle the fire on and off, there is a prompt at the bottom of the screen, but it can be easily missed. And that is L2 to turn on the fire. We'll come back out of that, and you can see when you hover over it, it actually shows you the food that's being cooked. We'll wait for the other four and then we can take them out. And there you have your first starter shelter. Having completed your shelter, that covers the basics and controls you need to get started. I hope you'll join me in the next episode, where I will be extending my base on the official server and starting to craft more advanced items. Until then, live, love and burn with life.